I'm Mike Granolo, and welcome to Dad's Old Shop. We're here to make a battletech trade, and I ran out of time to do this because I wanted to get something else to try to cut the foam here for the terrain that we'll be working on in a minute. This is an old shop knife, it looks like, from my grandfather-in-law. I have a bunch of his old stonemason tools because this knife was a kitchen knife. It has been ground to almost nothingness. So this should be perfect to just mess around with. So I went through some grits already. I'm up to the last one. We'll try to get it sharp enough, because if I can get something that will slice through the foam, it'll make it a lot easier than if I have to use my saw, because I do have some other things here. Like I have a little joinery saw that has a bunch of broken teeth, but is just fine and dandy for terrain here, because we're not trying to get it perfect today. I'm not going to make beautiful terrain today. I'm going to make stuff that fits in the spaces. We're doing a battletech campaign this weekend. A published adventure. It's weird. I come from the RPG space, so those are adventure paths to me. But called Antalos. So there's a mission that involves like being in a city, and it's pretty important, the city terrain. So because there's so many things with so much line of sight, it's probably going to be pretty helpful for a lot of people to have that there. I have the map there. My buddy took a picture of the map because he bought it. I'm going to bring it up in a second, just to kind of show you what we're working with, and also I'm going to reference it because I need to. So we're pretty close to, I think, being done this. I felt burr on the side. I think I can see the wire. No, come back. Worst case scenario, I have a mostly sharp knife and I have to do something else. There's also like a bow, like a belly in that knife that's making this hard to sharpen. Because I think to sharpen this, they just took it over to the grinder. And I don't know, did stuff with it. I don't know what you'd use a regular kitchen knife for as a stonemason. I'm sure something. Sure, there's something it makes sense for. Maybe most of the things I can think of would be better served with a utility knife or like a pocket knife. Not a once full-size chest knife, but will be it to me to tell the old-timers how to do stuff. I'm going to go get some corundum for that. Sounds like a cheese. Corundum cheese. Just to get a little more grit on there so we get some polish on there, and then we'll get a shot. Give it a nice thick coat. Pop, pop. Alright, so burrs on that side. Oh, I should have... Man. I gotta bring this back here. Just to raise it off the desk. So, just dropping to polish the blade that we have and get the burr off. Because it's like a fresh sharpen. I'm going to do it a little bit more than I usually do. And go here, go. And I could have just totally failed. I mean, the belly there is just really hard to work around, and that tip is also kind of hard to work around. I'm just going to try to polish that a little bit more. I don't know if I got the geometry on that one right. It's doing okay. All right, well, let's where do I have some scrap that I can just chop just to see how it's doing? Here we go. Scrap. Okay, it's not too bad. The reason why I wanted something bigger like this is because it has a big plate. It references itself a lot. I've been using this. It's an extra plane blade that I use for just like utility task, and it's good because it's a well-made blade for a block plane that I don't use. It came as like a bonus block plane. The block plane isn't great, but this blade is. What's the company? Made in USA. Not sure. But I've been using this, but it's a bit small, and it's really easy to like deviate, like left or right. Just because it needs so much access on it. See what I mean? Like it does fine, but it's just the way that it is. Like it makes a nicer cut until it snags on something. So having something that has a bit more handles, probably for the better. So I'm just going to give this a little bit more polish here, just to make sure that we're all burr gone. Burr gone. Gone is the burr. And then if stuff gets squirrely, I'll just switch over to the saw. So I think I can pop this stuff up here. All right, so I do have a list of things. Oh no, where did the list go? I had most things. Most of the small things are done. I'm gonna bring up one of the images here. So the first one, the first map, yeah, this one. I just marked out and read all the stuff that I have, or what I'm pretty sure I have. Like there's a building, can't really see it, that I know I have pegged out. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings left on that one. And then I have a second map here that is mostly done. One, yeah, only one, because even though they're not marked off, I got lazy. This whole place is a high ground, which is super annoying for me. So what I'm going to do is, okay, rotate. I'm looking at it on my end. Gotta take down the image there. I'm going to bring it up on my end and just mark it out here. I think I have enough to do the, see here, the top tier probably. I don't think I have enough for the second tier. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, definitely not. I have enough for the top tier, I believe. So there's a fat end. And I'll show you how I've been doing it. I cut out stencils of the map a couple weeks ago, actually months at this point, just for this very purpose. So I just kind of find an edge that speaks to me and work from there. So like I'm going to start with this one here, and we're going to do the very top hill on that one that I had showed. So it's a 3, a 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it cuts down and it goes over. So 3, and then it will be another 3. So it's kind of just like Legos, like building like this. No, actually, this might be too small. Oh, we're getting really close. I don't think this even has enough room. Let me see here. If we were going to keep it going down straight down the line, I think we just barely make it. No, because I still need one more square that way. Ooh. That was my plan, was to do this part with this. I also realized that the big piece part below it is going to be hard too, because a lot of these I'm going to have to cut in half to make them level 1, because this is 2-inch foam and level's about 1 inch. But the big one at the bottom is, each one of these is 1 level. Ugh, I don't like that. Why would we choose this map? Doubting everything. So what I'm going to do is there's a building on the same map, and we're just going to do that one. That one's easy. That's a 3. It's just this repeating. And flipping. Actually, did I do this one already? Or is there just another building that looks like it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. I did do it already, I believe. Why do I have it on 3? Did I may have overcut stuff. I just started cutting. Once the fumes start from the yeet from the foam cutter, party goes crazy. Or is there? I'm just checking to see if there's another building that also has something similar. And why won't you zoom in? Other image. Oh, they're 2 of the same buildings. Okay, so That's fine. I'm also not doing anything that's over 4 in height, which is 2 of these stacked on top like this. I'm just going to write the hex over that. We are going to, yeah, let's finish the other map. Having only 1 monitor is hard. I'm used to having like double monitors at like my workspace. Not down here. All right, so let me just also check this real quick. All right, perfect. So we're gonna work on, I guess, the last part of that. So this is a 3, and these ones we cut them out of foam. So the plan is to cut these things out of foam, and then like true them up, so that they fit within the framework there. And I brought a little map here just to confirm because the hexes are the same size. So we are going to, let's just start there. Yeah, why not? Why not? Where did I put that 3? It's about that big, a little bit bigger. Okay. So pretty easy. That's going to be 7666. Like 7 hexes down the middle. I'm getting these to the simplest forms. They're not going to match exactly on the map, but they're going to be close enough. And then we just, actually, can I do this? No, that's fine. I didn't need to do that anyway. Continue on. Carry on, my wayward son. Apologize for the slightly late start. Turns out the kiddo is sick. We had to help get her situated. Boop, boop, boop. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just counting the axes here. And once again, hoping to get close enough. Everything here is actually ending up oversized, which is perfectly fine. Just because I'm doing it. This is an outline of an outline of an outline. I took a base, outlined that on here, and now I'm using this outline to do that. So everything is bigger. Something, something, compounding error. But that's fine, because I can always remove foam. I can't add foam. Well, I can, but it's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, one more. And I have a feeling a fair amount of things on a hex grid are actually slightly out of square, but it doesn't matter because proportionally into the squares near it, it's fine, and it matches up enough, fine enough to do the math. Yeah, see, like I've lost a bit of diameter here. Would have saved that if I use the same tool, but you know, I didn't. All right, so that's that way. So we are going to, I'm just going to hook up the melter and melt this because I don't want to think about this part. I should be doing this outside. I don't think it melts the fumes at this temperature. Probably not good for you. But I was looking into it and couldn't find any convincing things on the material data sheet that like below, like, oh, this is not going to be deep enough. Below combustion temperature, that there's anything really off about this stuff. Like, it's probably not good to breathe, you know, but that's not like rocket science, because anything's smoky, even though I don't even think that's really smoke that's coming off. I think most of that white stuff that comes off is steam from just air and stuff that gets trapped in the weave here. So I could turn this, I got to turn this up. The wire, yeah, I was using it at the same power that I was using for this rod, and the wire was getting red hot, which isn't a problem, but it's not good for the longevity of it to push red hot wire through things. It kind of deforms it. They give replacement wire. So this is, I have this up because I had the ready to make like a 40K gaming table. When God, this may be 5 or 6 years ago I bought this stuff. Much more expensive now. But turns out I stopped playing 40K. So, no big loss. One day I think they'll make an addition to the game that I care about, and then I'll have all the things I need to come back. Until then, let's go to vibe. Alright, cool. Perfect. Well, you know. So, to give an example of how I was squaring things up, that's off, you're off. And it cools really quickly. How I was squaring things up was taking like this and just getting a mark, starting in, trying to keep it as 90 degrees as possible, and just taking little chunks, little bites, which totally works. I have a couple things like this that have been shaved down, and their finish is pretty okay. Some desired there, but I'm gonna have to do something about that. But this is just taking a long time, and it's kind of hard. So my hope is, and also you see sometimes you don't get perfectly straight. My hope is that with this, which has a longer plate, a bigger reference surface, I can just come down and just get to it and make it a little nicer. It's okay if I cut into it a little bit. It's okay, we're not going to panic. I also just have better knife skills than whatever the heck that other thing is that's probably not a skill. Oh, I did sharpen it pretty good. I don't think I got it haircut sharp. Probably pretty close. To not just completely mush that. That's not bad. Could be sharper. Doesn't need to be. Okay. Sorry, I'm just surprised something kind of worked on the first try on stream. Usually it doesn't happen. Usually every stream's a troubleshooting stream, at least a little bit. Yeah, it's a pretty good cut. Probably just going to have to keep it honed throughout this process, but yeah, this is coming out much nicer. Now, let me move this over to here for now. Get on the floor. I feel like I'm cutting like a brick of C4 or something like that. You know, I'm very impressed with this knife, despite everything, just being so sharpenable and workable. I've had things that are younger just go out of ability to get sharpened or honed as easily. It happens as stuff loses temper and ages, but yeah, they don't make stuff like they used to. It's not always a bad thing, by the way, but some of the stuff they did have around that was good for having around. Very bad for you. Like I've heard of some people very so often something about cars and they used to make them tough. Car would not get banged up in an accident. There's no fender bender. A fender bender was just a fender bender. Not what happens now. It's like you're right. You're totally right. You know why that changed? It's because that hurt people. Like, yeah, it was cool when cars stood up to small stuff, and I feel like most of the time that people complain about that is when they get in a fender bender and it costs way more than they feel like it should to get replaced, and they're like, old cars. But like, you got to compare it to what happened before in fender benders and other accidents where, since cars didn't have crumple zones and they were all, big steel frames, that the steel would take all the impact and would have no way to disperse that energy, and that energy would go all into you, which is bad, according to some sources. Actually, why am I doing this? So I can just go like this. So it does it for a purpose. It sucks, but it's a trade-off. It's like, yeah, certain repairs are now more expensive, but like, much less likely to perish or suffer significant injury. Despite the fact that driving is the most activity anybody does, the most dangerous activity anybody does on a daily basis. Like, if you're worried about being in a dangerous neighborhood, like, yeah, maybe still be worried and keep your head on a swivel, but like, the most dangerous thing, regardless of anything, is if you drive. Yeah. You know who drives cars? People. People are crazy. No, crazy is a strong word. People are a lot of things, including inattentive. See, I'm using a tip for this, and it's not going as well. I see there's a little hook nose on that tip here. Hooks to one side. I don't want to bring out the stone again. Probably just gonna rock with it, and then we'll just, if I really feel the need, come back with something else. Probably gonna hone it though. This is so much nicer than what I was doing before. 4-1 Grandpa's old knife. See, but this is dangerous, right? Because like I should have thrown this away years ago. Wasn't using it. Had no use for it. And now I'm vilified. I'm vindicated. Like, or I'm vindicated. That's the word. Like, the thing that I thought wouldn't be of use is of use. So now I can't throw anything away. That's stupid, but those are the rules. So the honing compound here is just like a really fine grit. So I'm just trying to use it to tame that curve a little bit. Okay, did that do it? Probably not. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I completely messed up the geometry. No, it didn't seem that I did. Seems like it's similar to the performance before. Oh, I'm actually getting less cut out at the beginning, like squished down at the beginning. That could be that, or it could be me just learning how to do this more. I should have started this project earlier. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get everything done. After this, because this is just a demo of this, I'm going to skip to the big stuff, the big hills. So I feel like that's interesting. Watching me struggle to draw something that big. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is what it would look like. And we compare it to the hexes on a thing here. Actually, let me go to the other side because I think the other side has better contrast. Yeah, that's much better. Bam. All right, so we're a little off. That's because I'm bad. We're close. Like, this part needs to get cut back a little bit. Rather than I want to cut into the mat. I'm probably going to end up doing it anyway. And the other end also needs to have that happen. All right. Oh, that was a smart cut. Blade jumped. It jumped at me. Okay. That ain't too bad. And sometimes it's a bit of a deception, like this was cantered. Like, on its side. Here we go. Like, that's better, sort of. We're looking for averages here. We're the average hunters. And what about you? Other side. Perfect to cut. What if I flip it over? That'd be better. Kind of worse. Okay. We're gonna We're going to pop a lot of this into the camp of good enough. Get on with our lives. Because perfection is the enemy of good. I need to tell myself that before I even attack. Alright, this is fine. Alright, we're going to pop you over here for a minute, knife. We're going to fold you up a little bit. Map. Move you to the side, saw. Oh, I hit something. Okay, perfect. Didn't change nothing. Alright, close you up, honing or sharpening stiff. I swear, somebody got me to buy blue kerosene. I mean, it would make sense. It's not meant for fuel, it'd be colored. Or not meant for commercial fuel, it'd be colored. Alright. Just reach around the table to grab the big chungus. And we're going to start with the biggest feature. How do I put it down? I mean, I guess, you know, in the direction of gravity, but I'm trying to make sure there's nothing underneath of it. Including my keyboard. My keyboard! The other part is I just have like lights off to the side of the table here that it's hitting. Okay. There, I should be able to squeeze in here. Alright, I'm going to bring up the image of the big mappy. We're going to figure out a corner and then just go from it. We're from big old hamburger hill over here. Alright, so start with the bottom, I guess. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hexes across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just trying to set up something that looks like it. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one too many. It should be 5 from there, right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's perfect. Okay. I realize I can't cut that, but it gives me the spacing I need. Yeah. Gives me the spacing I need, that's fine. Oh god, just my family's hair is just everywhere. Let me just see, make sure we're all in frame here. No, we're not. Cool. Really don't have a great way to zoom out besides just move the camera further. One day I'm going to make a rig like does this stuff better. What if they have like a roller system on the top, like a gurney? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's just the space that I need. I can do this, right? This. Yeah, this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The other part is just this is a weird shape. Like it takes a really steep angle. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like there's one directly above. And then we skip again. Oh, my brain's exploding. We're gonna go to the other way. I'm gonna stop hurting myself trying to figure that out. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna go on this line's much easier. Why don't I even start here? It's just 5. And the reason why I just keep adding pieces rather than like shifting pieces is just because everything interlocks. It allows me to keep everything together, not knocking it around. Then it cuts upwards, and then 8 up from there. So that is 8 points. One, two, three, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. A little bit of shift there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 9. 9. Ah, that does. Oh no, this is a fine turn. It goes right along the fake hex ace. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on, it makes a turn there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up to the 9th. Two, 3, 4. 5, 6. All right, so let me see how many flats I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 10? Yeah, 10 flats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 flat. Man, just need a grown man count. This is amazing. This is great. Regret message streaming. Next up is there's a can't tell. Oh, that's a half hex. So that will go out because I believe that's a 1. If not, I'll just cut it off at the table and people will be very confused. All right, we did that, and then there's one more hex this way. I know I'm off camera. I'll be back on in a minute. I promise. And then it's down. All right, and then it is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hexes. 10 hexes, right? 10, okay. This is exactly what it's like to play battletech with me. Just counting very small numbers over and over again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Perfect. Okay. So 10 is that one. And then they do that weird pattern. Oh, I hate this pattern. It's like an interrupting pattern. Because it's like a half hex that doesn't count. Oh no, I'm ever so slightly off. How do I fix this? Hmm. You say this bamboozled me. We're just gonna do this here. 3, 4, 5. Up. Over. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut this out, put it over the map, and then just sure up the edges. I'm gonna think less. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. That's dangerous. I'm not very smart. We're gonna take this easy. So let me bring out the big old poison cutter. It's not poison. It's just doing its best. Its best just happens to spew toxic steam out into the atmosphere. All right, and waiting for it to get hot. Oh my god, this is just so big. That's what I don't like. It's just so big. I also want to come from the top just in case something drips. I don't think it will drip, but I'm gonna feel real stupid if I get hot foam dripped on me because I'm not paying good attention. It's not showing up good. There we go. Let me just burn through my table here. Perfect. There we go. I wish when they burned, made better smoke. Weird request, but we can make vape cartridges. We can make grape flavor insulation foam. I mean, it already looks like bubblegum. All right. Like half of me wants to breathe and the other half doesn't. probably nothing to gain from breathing right now. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. I'm at like arm's length already. Hard out here. Hard out here being short. At least we have the outline, and we'll just fix up the little bit other part later. Alright, I'm gonna crank this thing up to wumbo. Darn the torpedoes. Yeah, maybe I'll start from the other side. Give this a minute here. Let's go over to here. Ignore my previous warning about dropping hot foam on my hand. Did you really do anything if you didn't burn yourself? What's a little melted plastic in your skin? We're like what? 20% microplastics anyway? Just direct inject. Yeah, and I'd recommend doing this with a plan rather than what I did. This is just silly and taking a long time. Maybe I can just like compile these and show these to my wife and she'll let me get a 3D printer to do this for me. If I had an FDM printer, I could just put these off and not pay attention to anything. Just kind of do it passively, except when it eventually, you know, breaks like all 3D printer stuff does. What's the old joke? It's like there's no 3D printer and 3D printing and enthusiasts. It's 3D printer repair people, enthusiasts, or whatever. You like repairing 3D printers, not 3D printing. All right, we're almost there. Yay, and we only have some toxic lung. Perfect. Ah. All right, that's piece one. All right, that's piece one. It's mostly intact. Yay. Where's my map? How did I mess this up? I'm probably not going to figure it out this way, but how did I mess that up? I'm not going to cut too much. I'm just going to follow the farthest line. Because it is always possible I did a bad job marking. In fact, it's more likely than you would think. Seeing as these ends aren't aligned, probably means I did something wrong. There we go. Cool. All right, that feels good. And that's still a good cut. Okay, I'm happy that I took the time to sharpen this. Having the big reference surface really does make a difference. Maybe I should sharpen it again, just work on the hook of the knife there. So I was watching Blue's Clues earlier. It's all just in my head now. This would be much easier if this was like Alpha Strike terrain, but I'm stubborn and I like classic. I think it'd just be easier if I liked Alpha. Not say I don't like Alpha Strike, I've never tried it, but just so 40k like. Fine, I think it's a good intro. I want the romance, the passion. There's something off on this side. That's what it is. There's something off on this side. Let's see if I can match up the map here to what I'm looking at here. Yeah, because it should be like here. Can I just... There we go. I was like, where'd I put that? Silly me. In my pocket. Silly me. Wait, I marked and then I realized I didn't bother seeing if everything else lined up with this marking. Could just be marking up things for no reason. Yeah, that's pretty close. That's actually pretty close. That's within our margin of error. So where is our stencil that we threw somewhere? Stencil. Stencil. There we go. Wrong stencil. Yep, it's just because this is oversized. That's what did it. Oversized it. Also, I did it cockeyed. That's what happened. I'm like that guy from Mr. Deeds. Like, what was this? That's just rough. So that is a full hex. Gonna mark off what we're gonna cut. Just that as that. It's because it has a weird thing where it's not directly, but we'll figure it out once we get closer. Like that. It's like a 2/3 thing. 1, 2, 3. Three. Hold. Perfect. And then we're gonna line you up. Yeah, it's because these are oversized. I didn't think this through. Well, I thought it through. I'm just not good at thinking. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's okay. I just better not. We're gonna cut the second one, and then I'll worry about all this stuff off stream. It's not fun just watching me disassociate in front of this. All right, and yeet. All right, layer number 2. All right, how am I gonna mess this one up? Let's go. Oh, this one's angle's even worse. Like hardly a reference surface. Oh, I don't like you. Why would you draw this? Cartographer people. Why'd you do this to me? So 7. I can work on that. There we go. Yay, onto the floor. 3, 6, 3, 6, 7. And then how much does it go the other way? 1, 4 the other way. Okay. I might not have enough foam for level 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's over 1. Over 1. Over 1? Over 1. Yes, okay. Definitely. Oh my god, it looked like I had a stroke. It's all the marker fumes. I'm gonna blame it on the marker fumes. They do it to me. It's also all the burned plastic. Well, it's all the self-inflicted burn pit exposure. Why are you trying to apply for VA benefits? I got burn pit lung. You're in the military. Yeah, but my lung's bad. Alright, 3. Yeah, it looks okay. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to cap that here. Then we'll come back on the other side. Side to the left. For a second, I thought I was looking at the wrong level of this. Oh, I almost got so angry. Oh, Lord. This is the one that's hard for me. It's because, like, skips. Let me just get it started here. Only does that because it's like in a half wall. Should be the inverse of this, right? Yeah, it's just the inverse of that. Okay. I'm tripping. I'm once again, I'm thinking way too hard. Do this again. Oh, jeez. That's it. I should also do it like this. Start from two sides so I can get the errors at the end instead of chasing it around and then having it at the start. So this is one of these, two of these, three of these, four of these. One of these, two of these, three of these. And four of these. Right? Okay, and that's the end one. Nope, I didn't mean to do that top one. Oh, and then we're back to this weird, weird 2/3 thing. I guess we are. I guess I did do it right. I guess I did cap it correctly. I'm the greatest. So that's 1, 2, 1. 2. 2. And then it's and then these two just link, and there should be 7 there. We'll see. 3, 6. Nope. Nope. 1, 2. 8, maybe. 8, yeah, 8 works. I was down on myself. I shouldn't have been. You could do anything you put your mind to, even if you're really stupid. Like me. My arm is not quite the clamp I thought it was. Alright, so this part went better. Is it perfect? No. Is it good? Maybe. Maybe. I don't want to cut this out right now, because I don't want to inhale all those fumes right now. I guess I can try to... We're just gonna use a knife. We have the technology. I think I figured out what the knife in the kit was for. Probably wasn't this. He was much older than this stuff, but probably could score drywall with this. You're just kitchen drywall knife. Perfect. Let me not hurt myself. All right, we're gonna give it a karate chop here. Make sure it's in frame, and make sure I don't burn horror my hand. 1, 2. Ah! We did it. All right, last part. And then once this is done, I will head off for the day. So third part is that one part that I did not think I had enough for, and I was right because I listened to myself. Wow, it's actually this. Okay, so this up to there, and then another 2. 1, 2. And then it will end up being from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, all right. Gucci. Move you over just a tad. I gotta make more big templates. They were the ones that were hard for me to make, but I can see now the benefits of them whenever I have to do this stuff, because this stuff is harder than the smaller stuff. Who would have guessed big stuff harder than small stuff? It's just in newsflash. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Got another set of 3. Well, I can do 2. Actually, I'm gonna keep it in here for averages. 1. I could probably do 2. 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more. All right, so on this side, one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 1. At 5, huh? One, two, three, four, 5. All right, we're going to do one more on this side. She oven. Now it is 5 across. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I'm getting good at this. Oh, yeah. Gone is the despair from earlier. Soon to be exchanged for hope, only for self-doubt to materialize as I run out of time tomorrow. Before our game Saturday morning. Wait, game's out in the morning, but I definitely have to leave in the morning. Let me just tone you a little bit. All right, well, that was a good little productive weeknight stream. Usually I like streaming on Thursdays if I can. I can't do it everyone, but for weeknight it's usually pretty good. A lot of the other things that I do get canceled or aren't on this day. I did have like a foxhole thing, but that got canceled today. It'll be tomorrow, which is totally fine. So I'm going to try to show up. Well, I'm going to show up to that, and then I'm going to try to finish this. I have a feeling I'm going to be up late, but it is a long weekend for me. So that's pretty cash. Sorry, gave it the SpongeBob. Yeah. And the rest of this I will just have to use the foam cutter for best results. Once I get like the thing is just like I have so many of these to do. I mean, so I think maybe I am psyching myself out because like let's see how quick I can cut one of these down before I go. 1. Because most of these are smaller ones that I'm doing. Like, I know the bigger ones will take time, but I think I keep thinking that everyone's going to take the same amount of time as those big ones, and realistically, it's not. So I give myself panic attacks for no reason. Also, it's this game between friends, they don't care. They were prepared not to have this stuff. I'm the person who volunteered to do all this extra work. Like, part of me just wants to, like, it's hard to see this way, but, like, do this. I feel like it feels like I'm cutting towards myself, which feels stupid. But, like, if I can just keep it lined up. I'll probably get it done, right? Okay, that took, what, a minute and a half? 2 minutes? That wasn't too bad. That's like the speed you fillet a fish head or something like that. Okay. It's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, hold on, let me time myself. Oh, let me bring up OBS's timer here. Oh, where? Mouse, wake up. I'm rude of it to go to sleep on me like that. Alright, so we're gonna start in baselines to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And this isn't even full bore. And then I feel like my hand shouldn't be there. Oh man, I have a feeling my hand shouldn't be there at all. Good, is this good, is this good? No. I'm trying to get like realistic of how long it'll take me to like to do it to a standard that I won't be like fussy with. One more. This will probably be my slowest time. That was a minute 30. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. A minute 30 times. That'll be like 2 hours just cutting. So maybe there'll be a good stream on. Maybe I'll put a podcast on. Who knows? The world's my oyster. No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is, but not in this case. This is manual work. I don't even know how I'm going to transport these to the store. I'll figure it out. I'm a smart man. I'm smart enough, man. Adequate intelligence, man. All right, I'm going to stop doubting myself here. Thanks for joining me. That's Mutgren at Dad's Old Shop, and hopefully it inspires you to go out and build something.